The Competition Commission of India on Thursday slapped penalties of nearly 30 lakh rupees on 7 entities, including individuals, for indulging in manipulation in the bidding process and cartelization in the tenders floated by the Indian Railways.
The Enforcement Directorate has attached a Cessna jet worth about 31 crore rupees under the anti-money laundering law as part of its probe against former CMD of Bhushan Power and Steel Limited, Sanjay Singhal and others in connection with alleged bank loan fraud, officials said on Thursday. The aircraft, a Cessna 525A CJ2+, belonging to Bhushan Airways Services Private Limited, a company controlled and owned by Singhal, has been attached after a provisional order was issued under the Prevention of Money Laundering Act on Wednesday. The agency said in a statement. The AT had claimed earlier that a criminal conspiracy was hatched to dishonestly and fraudulently divert huge amounts of bank funds through companies, shell companies and other entities, and repayment of the loan amount deliberately defaulted and inadmissible. Somewhat credit was also claimed. The money laundering case against Singhal and others stems from a CBI FIR registered in April 2019. It was alleged in the CBI FIR that BPSL availed various credit facilities from 33 different banks, financial institutions, and the outstanding defaulted amount as on January 30, 2018 was 47,204 crore rupees.
Export of tea during the last fiscal free 22 declined marginally to 200.79 million kilograms as compared to 203.79 million kilograms in the previous financial year, according to Tea Board data. SEBI on Thursday barred one person from the capital markets for 6 months and imposed a penalty of 12 lakh rupees on him for indulging in insider trading in the shares of IT solutions company NIIT Technologies. Apart from these, the regulator has directed the person, Arvind Mehrotra, to disgorge loss avoided to the tune of 1.03 lakh rupees, along with interest, according to an order passed by SEBI.
The Reserve Bank has cancelled the license of the Mudhol Cooperative Bank Limited, Bagalkot, Karnataka, restricting it from repayment of deposits and acceptance of fresh funds. The bank does not have adequate capital and earning prospects, the Reserve Bank of India said on Wednesday while announcing the cancellation of the license. RBI also said that banks with their present financial position would be unable to pay their present depositors in full. The cancellation of the license comes into effect on Wednesday. Indian equity benchmarks BSE Sensex and NSE Nifty 50 rebounded with a recovery on Thursday powered by strength in oil and gas, financial, and pharma shares. Earlier, the Sensex started the day in the red at 54,514.17 points and slumped to a low of 54,507.41 points in the early morning trade. BSE benchmark surged 427.79 points to close at 55,320.28. During the day, the benchmark hit a high of 55,366.84 and a low of 54,507.41, while Nifty 50 gained 121.85 points to end at 16,478.10.
SEBI has let off Tata Motors Limited with a warning to be more careful in its future dealings in the securities market, saying any adverse orders passed against the company at this stage may not practically serve any purpose for the events accrued over 18 years ago. The case relates to a backdated transaction in the shares of Global Telesystems Limited, now known as GTL Limited, and Global E-Commerce Services Limited, an unlisted company that merged with GTL in 2001. For the events that accrued more than 18 years ago, any adverse orders passed against Tata Motors Limited at this stage though legally will be valid but may not practically serve any purpose since Tata Finance, which brought the rights issue, has been merged with Tata Motors Limited 17 years ago with effect from June 24, 2005, and is no longer in existence, SEBI member S.K. Mahanti said in his 54-page order. Drug manufacturer Lupin has received tentative approval from the U.S. Food and Drug Administration for its abbreviated new drug application for Avachaftor tablets, 150 mg strength, Lupin said in a statement.
Two-wheeler manufacturer Bajaj Auto on Thursday said its board will meet next week to consider the buyback of shares. Buying back shares is considered a tax-efficient way of rewarding shareholders.